having trouble trying to sleep. I'm counting sheep but running out. As time ticks by, still I try. No rest for cross-tops in my mind. On my own, here we go. My eyes feel like they're gonna bleed. Right up in bulging out my skull. My mouth is dry. My face is numb. Fucked up and spun out in my room. On my own, here we go. Mind set on overdrive. The clock is laughing in my face. Crooked spine. My fence is dull. That's the point of delirium. On my own, here we go. I feel like they're gonna bleed. Right up and bulging out my skull. My mouth is dry. Face is numb. Fucked up and spun out in my room. On my own, here we go.
Hello, this is Mango here, welcome to another review, and today we'll be reviewing Godzilla Destoroyah, the series. Yeah, it's 30th anniversary. Okay, technically I'm a little bit late on this. It's like an hour and 34 minutes as of this recording. I am a little bit late on the review. Sorry about that. I did watch the movie though. I did watch it like last night. I did watch it like around yesterday at like, 3 o'clock in the morning last night. So, I did see it. I know what happens. I saw both versions of the film, the English dub and the English sub. I watched the English sub first and the English dub quite both times. And I can say this film's awesome. Yeah, this film is easily peak when it comes to cinema. Alright, thank you, bye. Okay, fine. Um what can be said that has only not been said about this film before that's probably been said about it? Even though I do think people are saying people nowadays are calling this film overrated. I don't think it's like the best in the Heisei era. They don't say it's one of the masterpieces and oh, it's great. I don't agree with those people. I do think this is the best of the Heisei era. I do really enjoy this one. I think it's probably the best one in the Heisei era. I love this film. It's up there. It's pretty good. I really enjoy this one. It's awesome. It's the perfect way to end the Heisei era. I love it. The Shoya is a unique foe. I like Godzilla going through his burn stage is pretty unique take on Godzilla, and it's very emotional to see Godzilla just dying from the inside and seeing his take on Godzilla. I just love that take, and Godzilla Jr. is there. Doesn't really do much what he does. He just gives some emotional weight to the story. Like all the kaijus are very good. The human characters, I will admit, are a little bit on the bland side. Besides Mickey, like human characters don't really do it for me in this film. Like the human soul is just meant to drive the story along, just get you from point A to point B to point C. It's not really there to grab your attention. I still think with the human character, I still think Godzilla vs. Godzilla 2 had better human characters, but I don't mind the human characters in this movie. In this movie, they're all pretty good, I guess. In their own right, I didn't mind him. Finally, I like the poor lady. I like the scientist guy who creates an oxygen destroyer. Mickey's cool as always. I don't really have much opinion on the human characters, but yeah, they're all interesting in their own right. I think what the movie really shines is probably the special effects and the practical effects and effects of the suits, everything. I think that's where the movie really shines. Is all the fights, the superettes, the Godzilla Junior Destroyer, and Godzilla. That's where this movie shines the most. Human character, not so much. Though I can't really say that. There are some good scenes with the human characters, mostly with Miki and this other psychic lady. I think those two really work off each other. And I like those scenes. And I do like the news reporter lady and the scientist. Not so much the teenager or college kid or whatever. Not so much him. But it was alright. The Even though I do think the Shoya, I don't understand where this opinion started, but I don't think the Shoya had a subplot. Wink, wink. I don't think he's a subplot and just a side story to Godzilla vs. Destroyer. I do think he is a big threat like Godzilla that needs to be dealt with. I don't think he's like a side plot to Godzilla vs. Destroyer. I don't agree with that take. Like, I don't. I. It's not really a good. I do think he is a big threat and does have a purpose in this film. He's meant to fight Godzilla, and he's also a threat for the humans to deal with. The humans actually do take Destroyer seriously. They don't treat him like a side plot. They just don't. I don't see it with that with Destroyer. I just don't. They don't treat it like a side plot. And Godzilla himself is pretty interesting. I like his design. It's really cool. He's got burn mark. He's got orange spots all over him on his shoulders, legs, and chest. And then he's got his red doors. He's got orange also plates, which are pretty cool. Like his design is pretty cool. I do like his design. It's pretty interesting. It's probably my favorite Heisei design so far. And then Godzilla Jr., who's got a third design, um, sort of his baby, then little, then now Godzilla Jr. It's more like a hunch over version of his Godzilla. So mm, I will admit, I thought Godzilla Jr. didn't need to be in this movie. They could have easily killed him off. Godzilla, he didn't really need to be in this movie, but I guess they had to put him in. It's because they needed an ending to this movie. So mm, yeah, but I didn't mind Godzilla Jr. He was the I didn't mind Godzilla Jr. I did like him. I did like his character. Like he was cool. He was a good character. Like I cared for Godzilla Jr. Okay, yeah. When he died, and that did get emotional. That did hit me, and it did make me cry. Like yeah, all this is probably a very emotional movie. I will admit that it is very dark. It very takes itself very seriously. After like couple movies in a row where it didn't take itself seriously. Like the only one that took itself seriously was Godzilla 2. The other three, like the one three and Monster, the other four, like Biolante, the one three and Monster, Godzilla, That's Not for Battle for Earth, and Godzilla Space Godzilla didn't take themselves seriously. This one did take itself seriously. Even with Godzilla's Biolante, I think was it really only like four movies that took themselves seriously? Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Because Godzilla Destroyer was took itself very seriously and was pretty dark. It had some pretty emotional scenes, and the final battle is probably the most emotional final battle I've ever seen. Because you know Godzilla's gonna die, and Destroyer's probably gonna beat the crap out of him because he's on the verge of death. But Godzilla picks up its own fight. I do really enjoy the final battle of this movie. It's probably one of my favorite final battles I've ever seen. Probably one of the best. And seeing Godzilla Jr. die makes me cry, and then I get I'm legit like saying boo to Destroy because he killed Godzilla Jr. and I want Godzilla to whoop his butt, which he does so. He does so, only for Destroy to keep on coming at him, even when he reunites with his son, his dying son, and tries to bring him back to life, but fails to do so, and then Destroyer just keeps on coming at him. The whole fight is pretty entertaining. Because of Destroyer, the actual fight is pretty good. It's actually really good. I do enjoy that final fight. Yeah, it's pretty good. Also, I should probably mention there are some subtle changes with the dub, Japanese sub, and Japanese and English dub. Like a couple edited changes that I noticed while watching both of them back to back. Like, wait a minute, I didn't notice that. Like some scenes were in the Japanese version, some scenes were a little bit shorter, and the English version, some scenes were a little bit longer, which was kind of weird. I did not notice that watching both versions. So that was a little bit weird. I didn't understand why they did that. They didn't do that with Space Godzilla or the films prior to that that I'm aware of. So I don't understand why they decided to make some of the scenes longer in the English version and some of the scenes shorter in the Japanese version. So I don't understand that. Maybe it has something to do with dialogue and stuff. I don't quite grasp that part right there. But yeah. And then Godzilla's death is probably the most saddest thing I've ever seen on cinema. Yeah. It's the most saddest death in cinema history. Like his death is probably the saddest death I've ever seen. It's like Goku's death. It's like Superman's death. It's like um, the Godfather's death. It's like Darth Vader's death. It's like I'm trying to think of what deaths. Yoda's death. Uh, Obi-Wan's death. Not Star Wars. So another death. Pretty much any other. This is probably like the pinnacle of death in cinema history. It's easily the saddest death I've ever seen to a hero, to an icon. Like he just dies. He dies. Godzilla just dies, and it's pretty sad, and it's really depressing. It's really, really depressing, and it's sad, and makes me cry every time. It just makes me cry. It makes me cry every time. I still cry to this day. Yeah, to that scene. Easy to sad scene in any Godzilla movie. The most emotional scene I've ever seen. Until -1 came out, which that's a different story. -1 was the next movie to actually, the next Godzilla movie to actually make me cry. Godzilla -1 was the next Godzilla movie that actually made me cry. Yeah, that was probably the next Godzilla movie to actually make me cry. So yeah. Um, but Godzilla Destroyer is still pretty emotional. But with that said, what I think of it, it's come on, it's a 5 out of 5. 9.7 out of 10, 5 out of 5. It's really good. I love this film. It's peak. It's good. It's good. What can I say that hasn't been said about this film already? It's 9.9 out of 10, 5 out of 5. It's really good. I love this film. It's perfect. Love it. Peak. Peak. PK say. This is Heisei at its peak. At its peak. But with that said, it's time to go sign off. And remember, stay big, Chief fans. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next one. Bye bye.